do I see my chat? Oh no. My phone is glitching. It's glitching. Why can I hear my own mic? That must be the VTube settings. Oh no. Okay, fixed. That was fixed. Okay, so I clicked the button. YouTube button. There it is. Okay. Hello, hello. Am I connected to this? It's delayed. The stream's delayed. Okay, so sorry for the awkward silence there. Okay. So, don't mind my cat screaming. And I could find it. Here it is. Okay. So, if you looked at the title of the stream, we're going to be, well, firstly, might be doing some polls depending on how long the stream goes. But in general, we are going to do some character design, so I'm going to give you some background. Oh, great. Someone was listening to me. We're going to first go here. So this marking sheet here is going to be our guide on what to do. I don't want to do any fighting or anything like that in the comments. My cat is being super annoying. 1 minute. Oop. If he bugs me again, I'm seriously gonna have to put him in baby jail. Okay, so if you had the time to look at these are essentially some of the rules and things to go by. We're not going to be mean or say anything bad to people. This is art. This is subjective. I do have a profession in this. I've helped people with their concepts before. I do a lot of concept art myself. I've done some for my writing as well. So, yeah, so I like to think I'm generally qualified for this. Not just saying, ooh, this is so pretty. So if we look at the sheet here, we're going to do start with the things that keep in mind. So, when you're in this review in general for this particular game, I'm going to do other games in the future, but for this one, things to keep in mind is that, does the design, match the game aesthetic? This is kind of why a lot of Natlin designs throw people off, the audiences don't like them. Is the inspiration clear? Like a lot of designs are inspired by actual things, and research goes into costume design and anything like that from a good designer. I need to keep in mind what the community thinks of the designs, regardless of its quality or my opinion. There's some designs that are extremely unpopular. There's some that I don't like. There's some that other people don't like. But as someone who knows what people aesthetically prefer and think is pretty according to the art world and aesthetics, I'll pay attention to what people say in the community, but I'll also be like a fair judge, right? Like, I'll say when I'm biased. You are, of course, art is subjective. You can respectfully disagree. That's fine. Again, for context, this is a gacha game, and it is very important that when we're reviewing these character designs, we keep in mind that the characters need to be very unique and they need to be identifiable, because this helps players. When you have huge casts of characters you want, certain features are going to be tracked to certain people, and you want to be able to tell the characters apart on a big screen. Oh, sorry, my cat is super distracting. Oh my god, I totally lost what I was saying there. So yeah, they need to be unique. So there's something for everyone, and so someone can pick something, and so you can tell them apart. This is important in any sort of show or anything. You want to be able to tell the characters apart. You don't want several fandoms, just everyone dressing the same way. I do not promote design fixing. or art fixing in general. I think that's rude. It's defamatory to the people who work on this game. It's defamatory to me, and it's defamatory to anyone in the field. We do not fix art. I think there's some really cool color swapping and things the community has done, but I don't think that this should ever be branded as fixing so much as someone is feeling inspired to design themselves, and this character has made them inspired to think about costume design. I kind of like that competition. This is all based on my understanding of the field, which we'll get to above, and thus I'm approaching this from a more technical standpoint than a feelies stuff. This type of ranking has been done lots of times before, so if you want to see something more subjective and spicy, you could probably go there. In general, the quality in Genshin is really good, so to say a design, we can't really say a design is truly bad. It is art. There's no designs that I remember seeing in this game that are truly terrible. Like, it's not one of those games. You can love a character and its design, but hate playing the character. You can also think a character is pretty and hate the character, but you can also think that, a character is like ugly, but you still love playing them and you still love that character, right? Like, I'll probably have some examples in here as well. Yeah, so we're not going to judge what choices they made is good or bad. I think a choice is a choice, like wearing a giraffe hat daily life, but it's not like, it is just a choice. It's an artistic choice. I'm going to take everything I see as an artistic choice. Okay, next we're going to do is, what am I not taking into account in this? Because a lot of people take things into account that they shouldn't take into account that might sway an average person who's not aware of character design. They might get persuaded by these things. So I'm going to go over these after I remove my cat. Yeah, that's... Oh, the bitch. Oh, no. We're not going to stay. Baby jail. Did not want to reward that behavior. Oh. Okay, so what we're not considering for this is if it would work in real life. If you've done anything anime, you would know that not a lot of things confined to gravity or are comfortable to wear. If you've seen cosplayers, some tape may be involved, and various other structures and things to make it work. As someone who sews, I would say that Genshin's wearability is probably a lot higher if you know what you're doing, particularly if you're a professional cosplayer and used to working with modern materials. I do more traditional sewing, so for me to make some of this wild stuff happen is probably unrealistic, and it's probably really uncomfortable clothing. So we're not going to use comfortability or how realistic clothing is, and I think that's a really bad metric. In anime, like this is an anime style guide, I think that's a bad metric. So we shouldn't think about if it was real, what it would be like. We're not taking my personal opinion. There's certain things I like, there's certain colors, there's certain things I find pretty. I think we each have something we find pretty, and I'm not going to neglect other people say. Feel free to chime in if you think that I'm wrong or what you love about the character. How about that? What you love. If a design is culturally sensitive, I will not be taking this into account. I'm aware that there are a lot of issues with colorism in the company. They do reference cultures, and some of their stuff is actually quite well researched in this game, I think. Yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, so whether I'm impressed or unimpressed with the cultural sensitive nature of something will not be accounted. If I think that it is cool that they incorporated it in a specific way, which we'll get to later, then it will be counted, but in general, it's not. We're not taking into account the demographics of the character, their skin color, their gender, whatever. That's not important to a character's design, just like it's not important to how you might dress on an average day, right? Well, maybe it is, but for what we're doing here, we're not doing this. If a design objectifies, some people will give costumes and character designs higher ratings if the character is more appealing. in specific ways. I don't. I am certified ace. I think that for me, often objectifying designs take away from a design, so it'd give me the negative opinion. So we're not going to take into that. I don't think that if someone looks nicer or hotter in that outfit, that means that that design gets points. Like that's not design. That's just how a character would look. Yeah, we're not going to take into my favorite colors or whatnot. So if a character is my absolute least favorite color, I can rant about that, but it shouldn't be taken into the grade. My opinion on characters' IP or power level, just because a character, like I said, you can love or hate the design of a powerful character, and like your favorite, most beautiful character can be absolutely not the best choice in the game. So, what the character is, I can't take it into, because there's certain characters where I hate them as a person, but they are beautiful. It's good character design. So we have to keep that in mind. So what are the criteria? So it's when you're making a character design, you need uniqueness. This is how different a character looks compared to the rest of the cast. So can you spot them in a crowd? Color palette. So did the colors look nice together? Did they use colors? Is it colorful? Do the colors mean anything? Contrast, are the colors on the design placed in an appropriate way that makes the design apparent and clear to the person looking at it? Silhouette, this is the overall how the character will look, like if they're boxy or something. It's kind of think of like the Pokemon game where if you blacked it out, you wouldn't be, what would you see? What's that Pokemon? It's kind of like that way of thinking about it. It can add to uniqueness for sure, and to cultural and identity, and says things about certain stuff. The personality of the character wearing it, of course, is important, because what you wear says something about you, and we would ideally want a character that they look like their character. They dress like their character would dress. It makes sense. That will help the character feel alive, and it'll help it fit into the story and the writing. Then there's rating on aesthetics. So this is how pretty the design is. This is normally a summary of all these other factors, but bonus points if it's pretty. Detail, you can have it too cluttered of a design. You can also have too little detail, or you can have hidden detail. You want the right amount of detail where it makes a design look nice, but you also need to keep in mind that detail needs to be appropriate for what it's being used for. And you need to make sure there's not too much of it or too little. In general, we're giving leniency to this one to Genshin because its designs are often quite detailed, but that does help with some of the other categories. Culture. So in the game, there's different countries. So does their design reflect the culture they're from, right? Does it match their cultural identity? This is important also in movies where you might have different races or cultures and whatnot. The theme, did they pick a theme for it? A lot of the characters in Genshin have special themes that are picked for them, that they might put little Easter eggs in. How closely did they go to the theme? And that kind of thing. The practicality of the clothing. This is not as the IRL category we're talking about. This is in the world. Does the clothes that they're wearing make sense for their job or their hobby or what they're known for in the game? Like if this person is a scientist, are they wearing a lab coat? If they work with metal, do they have protective footwear? Do they look like they work the job? If they like dancing, do they have a nice dance outfit? And does the design match their lore or the story relevance of it? Because I forget why I put this one here, but it'll probably become apparent later. So that's the criteria that we're going to be thinking about and looking at. Take screen caps or whatever you might need to remember some of this stuff, because it's going to tell you a lot about the language. So with all of that, we are now going to go to, this is the tier list. It's just a standard one. We're not going to be doing the Harbingers. I'd hate to tell you this. The Capitana and Child did come out, and so did Arlecchino. So we're going to do that. But because we haven't gotten full concept art, to my knowledge, of any of these other characters, we will not be ranking them. So they didn't put Dainsleif here, which is discrimination. We should have Dane here, in my opinion. Parvaticonria. Okay, but this is not the important part we're going to start with. So we're going to actually start with, so first here on our list, it wants us to go with Arlecchino and Child and Capitano. I don't remember a lot from him he does have the Conrad star. He does have the Shinazine theme. And the furs for the winter. So I'd say he looks like a harbinger. He's got a big tanky silhouette. He matches his culture. He matches his job. He's got a helmet which tells you about his position. It has lore and story to it. He's covering his face because he's decaying from the curse. I think that his design, and with all the scales, I don't have a better picture of it, but I don't think it's the most beautiful. I don't think it has the most aesthetic or most color. I think the contrast is a little bit weird. Like, it's really hard to lose the details, so he's going to lose points. So I'm going to put it in B because I love the story told in it, and I think it works for him, and I think it's unique. And if he was in a crowd of all these characters, you know, Capitano, right? Okay. We're going to go with Child. I think Child lacks detail. So now we get to actually open the credits. We actually get to open Genshin. Okay. Yikes. All right, where's our boy? My screen brightness is weird. Oh no, and I can't really move it. Oh, here he is. See, I don't have him yet. Details. Okay, let's take a look at you. Head on. This is not, I'd say you'd think this would not be an obvious silhouette, but actually is kind of loose, clinging to the body. I think it's boring. I really do. Like, it has all the details and the cuts on it and that kind of stuff. But in early game, there's not much to separate it from Mondstadt. He's got the gloves on. He doesn't look particularly like a Harbinger to me. He's got his delusion mask on there. That's a nice reference to the story. But nothing on this says, like... There's not really anything tying him to the Abyss theme, really, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm assuming this is just Shania designs. There is some of that in the Harbingers as well. I don't think this is the biggest crime here is the use of contrast, honestly, because you see the white and you see the red, but like, because these aren't dark enough, you can't really see a lot of the details on his pants, like the things on his shoes. You would have never have noticed those weird buckles. Like, this is just not designed. Where's his vision? There it is. It's on his belt. It's a little pocket right there. I think this design is bland, personally. It's almost near forgettable, but we're getting there. But because of the color scheme, being a ginger, having them dead eyes, you know, a lot about this design says something about him in general, but it is just, it's not very fun, in my opinion. So if we went over to here to place him, oh my god, I need these better organized. I'm going to give him a C. I think they could have done more. I like that they referenced it. He's kind of got an average silhouette. There's more story going on with his character than anything else. And it just leaves me wanting a little bit more detail, a little bit more better use of color and contrast. All right, we're not counting Aloy either. She shouldn't be here. Oh, Arlecchino. Okay. Arlecchino be up here. Where is she? As you can see, I don't have Arlecchino. Oop, oh my gosh. No, bad. There we go. So I don't have her yet. Alright, yet. I don't want her. She scares me. I think this is a great character design. I do think the detail gets lost in the coat because of the lack of contrast. But I also, having made designs that use a lot of grayscale stuff like this, like, this is the best they could have done. Had they made this darker, details would have disappeared had they upped the contrast, right? We do get some Black Swan. She does look like she's very much inspired by a magpie, by a bird. And I think that that's quite well got through. We got the red and the pyro and the glowing down the back. I like the twists, reference to Conria, and sorry, Tishnazaya. I think that's great. The eyes, reference to Perrier, if you had read that story, and the Red Moon. Which is an interesting story, that she's a cursed descendant from there, giving her lots of powers. We got the reference to her symbol in the hair. The shoes are just... This is... Genshin does this. They just put the nice things there for no reason. I think this design's quite pretty. So... That would be my final jurisdiction. I think this is grade A. I think this is some of Oyo's best. So we're just gonna put her there. Of the Travelers. So you can't really see them in the set screen, unfortunately. But oh, wrong window. But Lumine, I hate Lumine's. I hate it. I think it's terrible. It is monotone. The blue and the white is too close together. The shade of blue and white are also the same saturation as the hair, so it disappears. And because there's so many details and they're all the same color, it blends together and it's hard to see. I think it's cute that the flowers reference the flowers that blew in Conria, because in the original version of the game, she was the missing twin. She has the star motifs from the outer world that match her to her twin, which is great. But like, her design honestly makes me quite bored to look at it. It's hard to tell what's going on, I would say. And it doesn't even stand out as being unique. Like, the only way you know the twins is because they match each other. That's the only way you remember them in your head. To me, Aether, I'm going to give Aether a few more points, but that's just because he has better use of contrast in his character design, I think. It's a little bit simple, doesn't have enough details. It doesn't even look too much like he's from another world. But I'm giving him bonus points because he actually has a defined silhouette. And colors and use of contrast. So he's a bit better. I give him a D. He's not any better than other characters. Let's go through Mondstadt. Shall we? Okay. Back we go. Oh my god, I almost want to start at the bottom. Can I like sort these? Ooh, that'd be fun if we did them by this. Pyro to pyro. Why not? Let's go. I want to start with Amber. Amber is bunny themed. This is great. I will not diss anyone. It is simple. It is effective. You have a clear silhouette. There's good contrast going on here. You have the little bunny ears on the top. Her hair is unique. All their eyes are actually special, if you notice that in Genshin. No, none of them really have two similar or two different eyes. Got a canteen. Does she have a knight's crest on her? I don't think she does. I'm not sure about the plumes. I know this is an important detail for later and the goggles. I think this is her censored skin. I just like the long legs. She just looks like a bunny, and I think that's appropriate. I wouldn't say that this is the prettiest design. So it has definite silhouette. It has definite good use of color. There are details, but like, it feels like it's missing a little bit of oomph in it to me. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of my favorites. Probably gonna rate her real high. I want to go through this fairly quickly. So we're gonna go with an example of something that poor Diluc. Okay, everyone loves Diluc. The jank model was definitely a thing. We're not gonna hold that. Jeez, I like his skin, but we're not rating that because I don't have his skin, so we're not gonna take the account. Original only. I'm like trying to see on here. There's nothing really relating to the fact of Vanessa's clan. There's nothing here relating to him being in a winery. He's just got a nice coat, a nice businessman. He's Batman, but nothing about his outfit really says that he does that part-time. Or like I'm not saying it's bad, but like a lot of the details, like when you think of Diluc, you think of red hair and you think black. But like, I always thought he had a different silhouette than this. I feel like he needs a hat. Actually, maybe a hat. Those boots are cool. And the pants got the nips on them that are weird. I don't know. I have mixed opinions on this one. Because you can't identify Diluc out of these characters. He does stand out. But it just, his outfit doesn't say anything about him, and it's not very good use of contrast. It's like they tried, but a lot of the black details is on black, so it's black on black. The color of gold isn't strong enough to, or shiny enough to bring out anything else. And he's got the white vest. So it's not really on my top tier there. Okay. Oh, poor Diluc. Diluc, we hardly knew you. Here you are. Is it better or worse than Child's? In my personal opinion, I think it's worse. But I know we all stan him, so it's going there. Where's Amber? See if I can there she is. I think this is great. I think it says something about her. She definitely looks like a writer. We're gonna put her there. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Benny. Benny boy. Oh, shoot. Benny's at the bottom. Oop-a-doo. Here he is. Benny is... Maybe I should go through the characters I have first. But... This is what I say when I say too much detail. There's a lot of stuff going on and all of it is completely different colors. It feels like there's no... They tried to do a unified color palette, like the person who did this likes the yellow, orange, and red. But I feel like because there's too many shades of the similar color, like we have a brown, and the white here, it just makes it look cluttered. Because the details are great. He stitched up his own pants. Everything is weird clicked together. His little scarf with all the supplies on him. The shoes are the cutest thing ever. And the goggles, because he's unlucky. Like, I like this, but it is definitely a lot to look at, for sure. It does scream Pyro. It does scream Mondstadt, because the blue is very thematically on point there, particularly with the stripes down the side on a lot of them. So I'd say it represents him well as a character. It kind of loses points because it's just really busy. I do think his face is identifiable enough. So if you go here and you see him for sure, like no one's gonna mistake a white-haired, green-eyed boy as not being Benny, right? With the goggles. So I would give points to that he is technically, even though he's cluttered, that's like the only thing that I can think that from a character design standpoint is not good. We should give her own section because I have a special one for her on that one. Okay, so despite my better judgment, ye Benny, you're gonna take points off because you're cluttered. So you're not perfect, but that's okay. We're gonna do Shineling next. If it looks like I'm falling asleep at all, it's because I'm very tired today. If you're wondering. Okay. I love her. This is a good character design. Nothing looks like this. She's like Velma from the Flintstones, Spicy Chef. There's Chinese references with all the little swirls in it and fire and all of this. She's got Gulba, her little cooking god there, always. And the bear-shaped ears. Like, they committed. This is bear, this is chef, this is serving. Can't believe I said that. Yeah, and the fire and the smoke. The hearth on there, the paw pads. I love this because if you look, she's wearing an apron. It goes on the front. I love it so much. Our cat is learning to open the door. With the jingle bell, the silhouette is unique enough to, like, there's not a lot of characters that have this particular silhouette. They'll have, like, these aspects on it. And a little cuteness. I think it shows that she likes to explore. It shows that she likes to cook. It shows that she's pyro. It is thematically consistent. And it's very unique compared to the rest of the game. This is, like, probably a really good character design, I think. It like, checks all of the boxes. Where is she? No, find that character. There she is. Alright, now we get to let my cat out and see if it's a bad choice. Oh, ant creature. I wish there was like some way. Oh, look, it's my twin. Maybe my twin can entertain the cat. Yes, play with him. It's being a little bit rude. Okay. Let's go back. I can't talk until they leave because I'm nervous. Oh. I'm just gonna grab it. You gonna grab it? I almost broke into song there, CB. Wait for them to... Okay, now we're close. Let's do Razor. Oh, Razor. So, This is also story in detail, and the problem with him is that they, the detail is so chunky compared to the other characters that it makes him look like he doesn't belong. Nothing about this screams Mondstadt except for maybe the stars on the long things. For sure. He definitely has the gray and the wolfiness. Shout out to the people who want ears on him. I mean, covered in all the scars, not sleeping well, malnourished from eating meat, you know. It looks like they just went for generic barbarian without thinking much about it. Like, design just doesn't feel very thought out to me. I do like that it's colored. I think the color palette is great and well done. I don't think, however, it stands out. Like, there's a lot of earth tone characters like Collie and whatnot. And even with, like, this very familiar silhouette, like, I feel like they could have dug into Wolf a bit harder, honestly. Like, oh God, he's so cute too. It's very simple. It just, there's not a lot of detail, and compared to other characters and other characters in the region, Razor just doesn't look like much. And it's kind of sad that he got kind of design shift. Like, it just would have taken a little bit more sparkle and a little bit, not more contrast, but more emphasis of the details, I think. Maybe some gold, like, I know that might have made some cluttered, so in some ways this is a balanced design, but it's just, it doesn't stand out. It doesn't do it all. So that's probably, I understood the assignment level. Over here, let's do Babs. Babs is one of those characters you hate when you first look at her. She is an, what is it? She's an idol? In a church choir, serving nun, doing a little dance, little cross-like symbols, Christianity without all the Christianity. She's a little girl, got the little things on there. There's no symbol of the church on her. She does have a Bible, very accurate. She's wearing a cute little dress that you might expect an idol to wear. It's got nice detail on it, the skirt ruffles. I would say, in general, when it comes to her, you know her design, what's going on. It is referencing something very specific. I actually like the little dandelions on the side. I think this is a nice design. It has good contrast. You can kind of see what it's doing, and because they haven't done this 50 million times, you know what it is. Go, Barbara, go! Okay. Let's put those two on here. So, where are we, Babs? We're gonna Babs here. Do I want to lower any of those? I might have to lower some of these. Oh, I don't love it, but it does serve. You know, I'm gonna be rude to people. Where's Razor? Poor Razor. Yeah, he even, when you look into this wall of color, he kind of disappears. That's so sad. And it's like, it is a balanced design. This is like a you tried of character designs. But they could have gone harder, and they didn't. And now we're here, forgetting that he exists. Like, when you think of a character, and someone mentions it to you, there's a 90% chance you forgot that character existed because they just didn't stand out. Or there's a character that just looked like them, or something like that. There was nothing that made them aspect of their character, or something that made them stand out to you, right? I also understand that the element is important in some of these designs, but I'm not pointing that out mostly because it's very blatant, and I don't think that going off theme in terms of color for an element is kind of worth it, because they kind of change that later in the game. But in general, they're the color, their element. So next, whoop, we're not supposed to be on this page. Okay, here we go. All right, well, we're here at the bottom. Oh, he's in his skin though. I can't rate him off without his skin. First of all, this is a 10 out of 10 skin. I love his character design. He's a peacock. This is peacock themed. Look, it's got all the stars on it, all the Conria. Look at that. That is the blend of Subaru Conra we have been looking for. It is Peacock on theme. This skin is 10 out of 10. We're not reviewing the skin. So, where is he? Okay, so we're actually going to exit this menu because, I'd have to change him out of his skin. Where is he? Just for a moment. This is the original one. This is the original one. Okay. Yeah, this... I wouldn't say this suffers from day one. I actually like this. It has color. You're directed up to the top. It has a definite silhouette. He's got the eye patch. We don't know why. He's got the eyes indicating he's from Conria. And this relating symbols to the armor. It kind of is that soft detail because it is an earlier model. And the snowflake. Nothing about this reaches out to his constellation being a peacock, though. I don't think... I love the shirt and the details in here. Like, there's a lot of detail. This is like one of those things where the more you look at it, the more you see. And that kind of thing. He's cavalry captain. These are actually factually riding boots. I will take it. He's actually wearing horse riding boots with a star for Conry on them. Absolute joy. And the studs up the side. This is so cool. And like, the patterns are really blocky. Oh my god, wait. Are those chaps? No. With the girdles on the outside. We're not taking those type of things into account. I love this shirt. I think this is a nice balance of details. Nothing is competing. Everything is in form. I think it's really balanced. It's not very complicated. It's also very memorable. You know Kaya, you know Kaya. Okay. I'm not going to change his skin. I don't... Oh, I have some other ones in their skins. Here. Okay. Back over here. So, where's Kaya? Here he is. It's not the prettiest design. His standing one. But it doesn't have anything sins. I'm going to have to actually put it in the top. And someone's going to judge me compared to the characters that come later. Because there's definitely design creep in this game. But, that's not what we're here to talk about. Who else did I just raid? I feel like I looked at someone else. And now I can't remember. I want to go here. Okay, let's just go to Jean next. Because I'm jumping around a lot of menus. I have Jean. I do. Here, let's see. What is her superior skin? I think it's her censored one. This is not my favorite skin. This is the censored one. This is the regular one. Oh, the censored one way better. I should probably explain myself. Oh, the coat's less fancy. So this one's definitely more alive. It's more vibrant. It's more colorful. It's more night with the primary colors. It's got the Mondstadt blue. There's not really any lion themes. I guess her work is her hobby, so... It's not really serving night. It is serving military. So, oh, no, she's got the gauntlets. She has a different silhouette. I'm used to her teal outfit. I think it's more animo. Honestly, it's... The only thing that's changed is the colors and that her undershirt is done up. Like, even the arms aren't attached still. And she's still got the little bow in her hair. Still a girly girl at heart. I think this is beautiful. I love the details in her designs. I do think that it's got a bit of a weird silhouette because where the white and the black is. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's got way more black on her design. I guess it's pick your color adventure. I'm going to switch her to this one. But it is lacking. I don't know. It's pretty balanced and unique enough. And Jean always stays in my mind from her design. We might have to go and give her a good rating. Okay. I'm learning things, guys. It does stay in my mind. I'm going to go with that. It could... I wish there was something about the lion motif on her, though. That said a little bit more. But she is looking for her profession. She does have the silhouette. She's looking like that. I think the design is actually very nice. I don't think it's boring at all. So, we're going to put her there. Back to you. I don't want to start at the bottom. I want to start at wherever the heck that tier list starts next. It wants me to look at Lisa. I would love to, game. Okay, where is she? There she is. Okay, this is your skin. That's not the one we're rating. Also, Lisa skin, is not actually my favorite skin. I do like her original design better, but I decided to put her in it for a change. This is some peak character design. I'll wait for you to laugh and chat. Good. Okay, we got it out of our system. So, for lore reasons, she is a part of the Hexen Circle, I believe, and a potions master, so the hat makes sense. The witchy aesthetic makes sense. Her theme is the purple rose. They're really digging into it. We've got roses everywhere, so it's thematically on stand. We've got witch, we've got rose. So of course, there's all the dark lace and stuff we might stereotypically associate with that. I don't know why there is a lamp here. That's probably reference to her burst, but I'll take it. Vision on the chest. It's very nice. I like the use of colors. That it goes down. The delicate little shoes. She does not look like a librarian, which is probably the only downside. And if you argued that, I would actually take you seriously on that one. Doesn't look like a librarian. The details are just like in nice harmony. There's like a lot going on, but it doesn't feel like there's not a lot going on, but it feels like there's a lot going on. And the details on all the pieces, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the white and purple, you can't go wrong with monochromatic. You really can't. It's like, gee, should I switch her back? No, because I need to see her when I'm playing her in Abyss. Okay, let's go back over here. Where is she? There she is. I'm gonna go with original skin, A+. Noelle. I have feelings on Noelle, personal feelings versus the other ones. So let's go back over here. There's my girl. The maid, the one and only. 100% maid. This is like the OG maid outfit. Is knight. We have the knight stuff on it. There's nothing really indicating the shield or the geo or her kit. I think this is something she'd wear. She's very cutesy, very feminine. Loves the roses. Is romantic. It is not really work appropriate, but no, it is work appropriate because she's the maid and she's really strong, you know. So now I'm gonna tell you, like, I think this design is slightly boring. You really have to look at it to appreciate it, like the fact that the ruffles on the shoulder is a pauldron made of metal, that one Gotland's higher than the other. Like, you kind of really have to look at it. She has a definite silhouette. Unfortunately, her color scheme makes her not very memorable. It is just black and red, and the contrast of the red is also very weirdly placed, which kind of draws your eyes because humans really want to look at red. So all the details match. We're going for roses, we're going for maid, we're going for cute. I wouldn't say this is the best design, so I'm gonna put her in the second tier. Sorry, Noelle. My poor girl getting obliterated here. That's a grade of B. Sucrose. Okay. I'm gonna have to get sucrose out of my system. Sucrose is one of the reasons we're here. Okay, so let's find her. I did not level my sucrose because I think playing her is like stepping on Legos. Too inconsistent. Okay. Nope. That's wrong. So, firstly, the biggest problem with her design is her hair. Hear me out. The hair is anima, like it's not even anima mint, because if you look here, you look at the vision, it's mint, right? It's just a mint in her hair. But her hair is such a different color from everything else going on, but it's just close enough of a color that it kind of touches the brain wrong. Like, she's wearing the knight's colors. It's a cute little jumper. You can tell by the silhouette and the hat that she's definitely referencing adventure and scientists. Ma'am, you're going to get kicked out of the lab for wearing nylons. Those do melt in experiments. I'm talking from experience. I otherwise, I think this design is cute as a button. Like, honestly. There's not really much going on. Like, you take forever to notice that she's wearing some poof on her collar, right? But she's glasses, she's unique. I think the mint hair is probably what keeps people in your minds, because it's probably what jumps out at you the most. But I don't like this design. I don't like the silhouette of it. I don't like the colors. I don't like the stripes. I think it looks cluttered. It's mostly the silhouette and the hair that really get me. But I think some people would like this silhouette. The rat tail is probably what a lot of people would complain about, and they don't even know she has ears. I'm gonna have to give you points. I'm gonna have to give points off. I cannot stand by this color use and this chaos. I am so sorry, Sucrose, you lost points. Like, everything else about you fits in the world. It clicks a lot of the boxes, but like the use of color and oh no, because the silhouette is making her unique. I'm gonna go for the use of color and the clutter. I'm gonna give you some points off on that one. I like the other method better, I think, for putting all of them. Poor Sucrose. Yeah, because it's not bad. Oh no, it's just that hair color just throws me off so much. But technically speaking, it is a good character design. Technically speaking. Oops. Next we're doing Fischl. I hate Fischl's IP. I said I hate Fischl. I do hate Fischl. I hate plain Fischl. I hate her IP. I am not a Fischl enthusiast. This is the most Chinyobu thing. That's referencing, if you don't know what that is, it's when you were a cringy LARPing 14-year-old. And she's a cringy LARPing 14-year-old, so it makes perfect sense. Like, look at this. This girl shops at Hot Topic, or actually she probably makes this herself. Let's be real. I think it says something about her. Do we have any Raven themed stuff? Because, you know, there's a lot of... Oh, she does look like a crow. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed that. Like, why we have Batwings and crow going on? I don't know. This one, she's a lighter one. Oh, that is very pretty. She does look like a princess in this one. But I don't... This is more her. This is more something she would wear, right? I think it has enough of an interesting silhouette. You don't get many people with this hair color. I'd wish it wants more detail, but if it gave more detail, the details would start clashing. So I'd say this is well balanced, and this is memorable. So we're gonna give props to our girl, Miss Switch. Oh my god, I had it open and I was looking at her and I didn't do the thing again. I'm like the worst. Count me how many times I've done that. Okay. Oh, it could aesthetically be better, but that's actually, from a character design perspective, it's pretty good. Okay, we're going to Mona, and I have thoughts on Mona, so hold on to your booty. And yes, I do have Mona. Here we go. Actually, we're gonna go in Karada, because I think she's the only one I have wearing her skin. Other than Kaya, and then we can go back. Because I actually don't have that many skins. So, we're just gonna take a detour here. This is busy and freaking cluttered and I can't see anything going on, but it works for some reason. And I'm going to blame it's because the color placement and the contrast on the colors. All the busyness is in the middle, where you look on the silhouette. You can't really see anything from the back. Oh my goodness. Look at the details, are so cute with the little flowers. It's absolutely adorable. She's got a unique haircut. Okay, got distracted by my phone there. And the cat ears for Neko. I don't think they actually, you know, I don't think they could have catted harder. She does look like a cat. And the postal service icon having to do with her work. I don't know if everyone in this postal office wears this uniform, but if they do, I kind of want to work there. In my opinion, I think this is better. I like what it does to the silhouette of the legs better. I think that was a popular opinion of people with the skin. Some people don't like the bow at the back of the hat on this one as much. And thinks it looks less cat. I just love the details and the proportions on this one and where the color is placed. I think it's very pretty. This is also very pretty, the details on it. I think the color palette is absolutely smashing. And it's telling us something about her. So I'm actually going to rate this one. And she's Dendro, so we're going to rate that one pretty high. I'm going to go back over here. Whoop. Okay. I should spend less time on characters, but I really want to explain, like, without getting my opinion in there, what's going on. Okay. Oh, we didn't do no Mona, we jumped. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, I'm getting tired. Where? There you are. Anyone who says she's good is correct. You might be surprised who I demote. Okay. Hello, Movika. Okay. We got Mona next. Is that actually in the order that they're? No, it's not. She's just in there. It must be ordered by region. Oh, it must be by region. Mona. Mona. I hate Mona's design. I'm not even going to look at her skin. We're just going to look at this one. It's the original ones, as we are for all of them. Genshin has a red and blue problem. I think there's too much going on in the silhouette. This is so busy. You can't see the corsetry on it. I don't think she has enough of a unique silhouette compared to other characters. Like, I literally forgot. She doesn't look like the other Mondstadt characters to me. But I know, like, you can see from the ruff of the neck and this type of stuff. They're trying hex and circle vibes for sure. I just think the use of color is strange. Like, if I ink dropped all this palette and I laid it out, it probably would look better on practice. Like, I just don't like where they place the colors. I really don't. I think it makes her look too busy and too unbalanced. So, I am so sorry, Mona. I forget you're even a part of this game. This color scheme isn't very memorable. And, that's unfortunate. Okay. We have to, like, switch back and forth. I only have so many monitors, guys. Isn't it level? I think it is. I'm so sorry. Ningguang. Let's go Ningguang Beidou Kuching. See if I can remember that. Ningguang Beidou Kuching. Okay. Ningguang. I like Ningguang. I think she's designed after a specific crane, which are associated with wealth. Makes sense. Little hairpin. It's beautiful. The details. All the flowers. No particular reason. I thought she was butterfly themed once, I think. I'm not... It's not giving butterflies, so I don't think so. It's bird for sure. God, all the little details. The silhouette is nice too, because it's dragging it the way. It's very controlling of where you are. Business shoes for a business lady. Luxurious and rich, as she is. I would say... Oh God, the detail's just so beautiful too. This is probably one of my favorites. Like, I just can't forget this one. This is so good. And where is your girl Beidou? Our girl Beidou. I love Beidou. It's... I want more from it, but it is giving the most. Like, this is very combat game. Blue tassels match the earrings. I like the color palette. It's, in case you missed it, it's plum, black, red, white, and teal with some gold on it. The clouds for high shine and the boots. And the little swimsuit underneath. Very pirate. Jeez. Yeah, I always wish it was more, even when I play her. Like, it's just, I guess it's design creep. I'm used to seeing so much more on a design than this. She doesn't even have her, like, keepsake she might have on her. And the silhouette isn't actually anything that special. Like when you think of Beto, you don't think about how pretty she is or anything like that. But she's a pirate. And honestly, pirate is all I need. So, premium wife material. Let's go. I need to like go through these faster. Where are they? I'm gonna put them in the mid. There's just something that's not serving with that silhouette. And something, it just, yeah, it's like Tartaglia. It's like everything is there. Like they committed to the theme, but it's just not quite it. We should finish Mondstadt first. What is this? We haven't done Diona or Venti or Klee. What is this? Klee's skin is a 10 out of 10, if anyone cares to know. But we're not doing skins. Here she is. This design is boring. Klee is cute. I think this silhouette is cute. It makes her look like a doll. I think they're going Girl Scouts, if I had to guess with the theme. I like the color palette. I think the use of the red and the brown, it's very consistent. It's very charming. It's very nice. It's very cozy, but it's also very boring. What's going on with the fabric? She's a sweater. She's ready for adventure. As in to blow things up. And she should be. God, it's just... Klee's just boring. And I forget about it, and I don't know why. There's like so many red and white characters. But there's nothing inherently wrong with it. So I'm gonna go with... I think it's distinguishable. Like, obviously I found her pretty quickly. Venti, I love Venti. Venti's a 10 out of 10. We've referenced to him being Wind Sprite. Fake Vision, of course. Pinwheels, Dissociated. He's got a bard's hat. He's got a cape for flying. And the tights. And little boy shoes because he's a boy. Like, there's a lot of lore here. And the colors are great. I'm not sure about putting such a blue, and we're gonna get to this later, but the only reason that this weird color usage is working is because it's gradienting. It's kind of working up. There's still things on the face that match the rest of the outfit, for sure. The blue isn't too shocking when you take it out because it really looks black when compared to everything else around it. I can understand why it probably should. I should be treating it, the weird color usage there, off, but God, he's got the... Wait, what are those on the shoes? No, I wanted to see your shoes. Oh my God, little buttons on the clogs. It's so dramatic too. We're going on here, and I think the last one I missed was Mona. Where is she? What? Or no, Diona. Oh my God. I love this character design. This is great. We got the little flowers. It is cute. It is on point. The colors are evenly spread out to a point that you can see every single detail. There isn't much going on, but we don't need much going on here. And it allows you to look at things like all the little cat details are brought out in her hair, her eye color. I think it stands out a lot. It's like not even because she's a cat. Like, honestly, just the silhouette alone is often what makes me remember it. Like, I'm like, oh, she's wearing the blue. She's got the little hat and the pink hair and the little booties, right? God. They're gonna... This is commitment to a theme. I think this is really great. A+ on colors, silhouette. Yeah, she's got the shake can. Everything for her job. It does seem like something she would wear. Alright. I need to speed up. I'm getting tired. Come on. One of the prettiest in the game, I swear. Oh, poor Klee. Poor Klee. Oh, there's Albedo. Oh my God, I forgot Albedo exists. Let's put him somewhere. Boop. Don't worry, I'll explain why before I go through Leeway. God. Where is he even? Did they delete him from the game? or something. There he is. Oh, God. Ugh. It was so forgettable. This one. I should look at the back. Generic white coat. It looks like Sucrose. No one really rolled him or talks about him. There's a lot of blonde characters with blue eyes in Mondstadt. Like, when I think of this color scheme, I'm thinking Jean, right? Not only that, but like, the details disappear. There's a lot of detail, but it's not like there's too much. It's that, and it's not even the contrast like the other ones. It's like, there's just too much to look at. The eye doesn't know where to go. The silhouette isn't even unique. Like, I'm trying to look, but it's like so symmetrical, and there's just nothing special about it. And now a bunch of Albedo fans are gonna come for me. For sure. For sure, I'm about to get roasted by a bunch of Albedo fans. I personally, when it comes to his character, I have no strong opinions on him in terms of playing him, in terms of his IP or anything. Like, they kind of mess with his model, but we're not going to take that away from him. I just think this is a mediocre design. It's just, it's not special. It references the knights, it references his geo, but like, I'm missing something here. I got the star there on some of the stuff. I feel like someone tried and got too carried away. There is also a contrast problem. We get to go to Leeway. Have it be known I love her design. It is beautiful. Always got her little flowers and bird feathers going on. It's the Daturas here, or the Champa, if you will, that are on everything with ink quills. Her job is managing with all the lace. People also love purple and swirls and anime girls and full flowers and the tights. I can't. The only bad part is that the silhouette isn't very distinct, but it is a very nice one. On here, it just kind of matches like Ningguang and the other ones. But like the hair and the effort they put into the top, I think I have a lot of people do quizzes of accessories and they can't identify her very well, which is kind of sad because she's got a lot of unique stuff going on. But I think this is a good character design. We're gonna go with that. Then, okay, we're gonna place these. I'm not left wanting more. I like it, but I don't think it disappears in. I think that's pretty good. Chungy's is a little boring and leaves a little bit of something, but it is a good design, so we're gonna put it here. We have Shinsho, which is I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Trust in me. Trust in me. I'm gonna explain this. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I'm so dizzy. I must have a migraine or something. Okay, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's a zombie, vampire-like little kid, girl who wanted to live on. I think the hat has it very old-timey, with little tags. They committed. I love the color scheme. I love that it's pink and white, and her little shoes. Like, every part of this design stands out. Like, you know Chi-Chi when you see it with the purple and the hair. Like, that's just great design. Everything about it is intentional and purposeful. So it's a good one. For sure. You guys saw me with Shinsho. I don't like his skin. If you're wondering what's wrong with his skin, and you thought that same thing, it's because the details get lost because it's got only one color. It's too... Oh my god. I can click things, I swear. Oh, jeez. Yo. Firstly, we need to make fun of the boy socks, okay? Now that we're over his spats. Notice that he's wearing spats and a coat. This is a rich boy. This looks like a rich boy. This silk commercial cost a fortune. With the rain swords. Of course, he's got the storm on it, on his pattern everywhere. I should stop moving. Maybe the camera moving is what's making me dizzy. We're gonna move the camera around less, guys. This is one of the first designs I love. I have to say, it's very pretty. It's very nice. It's got a definite silhouette to it. It's very monotone in terms of the colors, which I appreciate. And there's not too much detail. The detail is in the right place. Your eyes go to the right place. The silhouette is fine. It's not cluttered or anything like that. Then we've got to compare my boy. So this is almost simple to the point of detriment. There's nothing wrong, like the contrast and the colors where they're put. Definite silhouette. Very nice. Cute as a button. A boy eating his icicle. Everything here is more accurate. Is there tying him to Shenhe's clan or going with the exorcism theme? But it does thematically match Liu Wei and everything. I think it's cool, but it is pretty simple, and I would not blame someone for being like, who's this kid in a hoodie? Which brings up the point of, yes, this is a kid. It honestly, it also should probably have points removed because lore-wise he gets warm really easy, so why is he wearing Under Armour and a hoodie? I could not tell you. They're not going to tell us how that's attached, are they? I know underneath it is attached somehow, but they're not going to tell us. Is that all for the starter ones? Oh, no, we need to do Xinyan. Is it weird that I actually remember her? I think the color scheme does it for me with a lot of the black. The big pigtails. Right, I'm not supposed to be moving around the screen a lot. It's very rock and roll. I'm sorry, but like, I think this is a lot, and the drum on it. If you've been on the British punk scene, like, this is a good type of fusion. Oh my god, I am getting so tired. Why? Why am I tired? Why am I tired? I don't think I'm left wanting more, though. Should read a few of these. Zhongli. Let's go through Liu Wei. I'm gonna try not to click into them. In release order. Geo Grandpa wearing a parlor suit and the dragon details hinting to what he is. He's got the weirdest details on his pants. Turn to the side there of the model. With the dragon tail, like walking behind him, like I instantaneously knew. The designs, the fake vision. I like the earthy colors. I will admit that he's a little hard to look at with the silver up here. AKA is a choice. But also if it wasn't there, he wouldn't look so unique. Honestly, a lot of the uniqueness comes from the fact of his face and his tie and this area up here. Yeah, there's not really any character. You know Zhongli when you see him. It's boring, but it's also comforting. Ganyu, I hate Ganyu, and I'm gonna tell you why I hate Ganyu's design, and it's called color theory. This red is too orange. It is... There's this thing that happens when you get colors that are opposite. Like the opposite of blue is orange. The opposite of purple is yellow. So when you have bright green, like normal, regular green, next to healed red, it looks Christmas. It looks a lot. It looks tacky. It looks aggressive, right? A lot of kids' stuff is themed and colored that way. So with her color of blue, her blue is a little bit more on the purple side. So on the opposite side of blue is orange. Because it's bluer, it's making the orange a little bit... Oh my god, I lost color theory. If it was opposite side, it's just trust me when I tell you that the red is... My face is probably looking weird because I'm touching my face. The red here, it's just too yellow. It's too yellow. There's something going on. There's too many shades of blue. I had to draw her once, and I found that when I drew her and I focused more on like the more muted purpler reds, and I made the more turquoises in her hair match a little bit more of what is actually in her shirt, it did fix a lot of designs. Like what's going on with Ganyu, the most of it, like even her eyes are purple, it would have brought it out. Had she leaned a little bit more purple, I don't think her design would have hurt. I think the red in Chinese and the Adeptus is important. She's a Chillin. She's got the horns. She's a reference to the scales. If you see sculptures, I'm not going to pull up the sculpture one. The little clouds. And she's got, of course, the clouds on the shoes. Classic. This is like a theme on point. It's cryo. It's Chillin. It's a good design. But the colors get me. But I would say it does say a lot about who she is. Secretary got the tights. It is unique. This would hit all of the boxes for sure. Xiao. I don't like Xiao's design. Oh god. No, go back. I was about to roast Xiao. But firstly, Xiao has the same problem with the design as Sucrose and Ganyu, and that is that they have the wrong colors. Actually, his is different. It isn't something that's wrong color, because after trying to see what was bothering me about him, it's the color placement. It's supposed to look like a rainbow, and when you're running around as him, it looks fine. But when he's just standing there or he's in a cutscene or something, it doesn't look quite right. You have the tattoo here. Like, he's got the mask. Like, and the way he dresses is like the other Yaksha. I think it's appropriate. We have the Animo teal, so of course there's teal on his design. Animos tend to have very flowy colors and light colors. I think that's appropriate. So what's going on here is they have jade green here. The jade is not going to this party. The jade is in his weapon. Here, here, and here. And the yellow in his eyes is making it look greener, which is making it look really weird. So, you either have to change his eye color, or you have to turn the green to match the teal on the rest of him. Because the color palette itself is actually very beautiful, but he's also a rainbow. And it just stands out too much that it's kind of distracting and pulling me out of it. That said, given the haircut and the expression in the lore, there's no design like this, right? So, and it says a lot about him. So I'm gonna go with a good design. I think it's great, but those colors, man, like, it just, we don't fix people's art here. Okay, so there's a few of those. So we're gonna go back here. I didn't even have the window open. Well, I guess it makes my life easier right now, doesn't it? Yeah, the color design I think has enough wrong with it. His offenses are minor, so we're also going to put him here. God. There's just something like toast about that. That's sufficient. Did I do anyone else? No. Okay. OBS. Listen to my commands. Okay, Huta's got a lot of raging fans. I like Huta's design here. She's got a silhouette. She's obviously a funeral parlor. She's wearing a suit. We have the flowers and the butterflies, these symbols of death, of course. Silk flowers. Very poppy themed, very butterflies. Very cycle of life and death going on here. The twin tails are obviously where it's at. I'd give this one a pretty good rating. There's something pleasing about this black, gray, and gold combo, I think. And if I had to say the best part of her design is obviously the silhouette. Like, you know a Hu Tao just by the silhouette and the way her clothes move, less so her colors and anything unique going on. Why is Rosaria here? Did I grade her? This is her skin. I'm gonna rate her skin because her original sultry one I didn't like very much. It is on character for her rip up her clothes and stuff, I know, but like, I found the colors weren't very nice. It did not look nice to run around in her. I think they're both equal in prettiness and value for sure. I think the veil is slightly different. I know the sleeves are different. But we still have the crown. We still have the thorns everywhere. Still very gothic. Very Mondstadt. Very nun. Does not match the Church of Barbados, but that's okay. I do quite like it. I don't think it's the best design in the game. but it is very good and is very nice and is very pretty. Down phase is simple, but the way it shines for me is that it is referencing a goat in Chinese mythology that's associated with justice and protection against forest fires. In China, some of the ruling houses in some of the more warring periods would put the symbol of this mythological creature to say that they were more just than the others, that they were legally better. So the fact they had a lawyer character and then made them this mythical animal is very funny. She's got all the coins that are used to weigh scales. She's got a little codex there. She's got the fur goat boots because it is a goat with the goat horns, with the goat eyes, and the black and red going on here. There's not too much detail, so they can get away with packing a lot of it all over the place. She has a unique silhouette, but I do fear a lot of people would forget she exists because Pyro is so packed. Like, on a lot of these screens, she doesn't really pop out much. Like, there's too many pink-haired girls. But I like Yanfei. I think she gets extra points because it does have to do with her job and her lore, and I think they did the most for her. Oh, there is Rosaria there. Okay. Well. I think this is just well designed, but I think due to the lack of the aesthetic and recognizability, I'm going to lower her. Rosaria, I think she doesn't leave a lot to be desired. I like the color scheme. I'm going to have to go there. Well, no, that would be giving her points, aesthetic points. I think they're pretty on par. Eula's here. What do I even think of Eula? I think she is well designed, but not for the reasons we think they are. And I will explain in a second. Alright. So, Eula. I think this is a great design. I think they used a lot of contrast really well. It screams Knights of Favonius. It screams Mondstadt. It screams Cryo. It screams someone who likes dancing. Like, properly done. Nearly modest, you know, almost. Just the color they used on her eyes, like she's going yellow to gold. Like, you see, look inside, and it's going yellow to white to green in her hair, and her eyes match. They're iridescent. There's nothing. I have no comments. The detail is in the right places. Your eyes go to the right place. It looks balanced. There's nothing not to love here. Our boy Kazuha. I might actually have to lower his design. A lot of people really love that, and I should maybe give it extra points for that. But there's just so little going on here. Honestly. Like, from the back, it's pretty cluttered, and it kind of makes sense. You could make an argument that the simplicity is the bonus of it. But the color scheme is so on point. And his IP, honestly, and power level, honestly, do a lot of the carrying. I think the use of contrast is very good. It's just, it's missing that twinkle that a lot of the other ones have. Particularly when we're going to see in later designs. It's just, there's something missing there. We're going to go on Ayaka, and the main problem with Ayaka is honestly her silhouette is, and that dress is just, I can't take it. The shoes, the wet socks, there's so much going on there, they kind of disappear. Like, oh, there's so much detail, it's kind of swirling into itself. To the point you see the skirt, and I bet 90% of you forget she's wearing a coat. Right? It's the big bow at the back. Like, she obviously looks better at the back, and I know Genshin takes a lot more care to have them look better from the back than the front. Because that's what you see when you play them. Got the little samurai things, because she does swords. And the samurai plates. The Kamasato thing. This is also something I do think she would wear. It's a pretty good design, but just due to the detail placement, it does really grow on you. The color distribution is just really, really pleasant. It's just that skirt. I just have something against the silhouette personally. Maybe it's a personal bias and I should disregard it. You've been redeemed, Ayaka. This one gets all the power because oh, come on, pop out. Oh, the acorns on the shoes. This is giving ninja. The color design is it has a lot of colors, but it's orange, light purple, cream, brown, very animo. There's a lot when you look at it, but it seems pretty balanced. Like everything is like tiny little boxed up here. And she's very recognizable. So I would give a lot of points just because we are taking into account uniqueness and whatnot in there. I think the colors are nice. I think she's recognizable. I think it makes sense that she'd be cozy. Yoing me in real quick. This is touted by many one of the better designs. Actually, probably see it better not on the screen. I think there's a lot of detail in the right places. She's got kind of an angle going on here. It's asymmetrical, but not in a way that's distracting. All the hair ornaments are very beautiful. Like there's a lot of little things to look at. She's finally got her vision on her. It doesn't say anything about her lore. She doesn't seem like a person who would be sloppily dressed like this. But, 'cause she plays with kids a lot. But it is very recognizable, and the goldfish theme is on point. And so, for that, given the context of what is valued by this game, we're gonna give them points. And yet again, I did not switch between screens. Maybe I should stay on the regular screen, and then I'll describe later. Would I put this in A? You know, I would. Oh, I didn't review any of these ones. Kokomi. Kokomi's a weird one. I think Bryden is one of the top designs in the game. It's got a silhouette. The hair is very distinguished. I'm getting super tired. Kujo is also very good. They stayed really on point with her. However, I do not think that Bryden's is good enough to be in the top tier. We'll go there in a minute. And Kokomi, I think it has a lot of nice details, but I also don't think it is the best. I think she's very pretty, but that's biased. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so tired. So Kujo here is a Tegu. If you know what that is, give them the mask. They're usually grouchy men. Oh, little red shoes that perch as crows and live on mountaintops as little guardians, but you know. She has archer gloves with little balls on it and everything on here. I don't think the silhouette is unique enough, but you could probably spot her out in the roster for sure. Like there's just a lot of purple hair girls that came out around this time. People are probably really tired of this design when it came out. I think it's nice. It looks nice when she runs. Got the sides. It's not very exciting. The colors are nice though. Like the theme is executed. But I don't think it's like the best. This is just pretty. And it's with the layers and the details on the ends. I think the detailed distribution in the contrast is very nice on this one. It's well thought out too, I think, with all the layers. It is culturally insensitive, but we're not going to talk about that. And Coco. The best part about Kokomi's design is the colors. And the gradients. It's very pearly, it's very pretty, but the more you look at it, the less you like it, which is why you're going to get a lot of people critique it. Like you wouldn't have noticed these little swirls in her shoes that match her sleeves, and she's wearing a cornrow jacket. You wouldn't have really noticed that, and the big bow and stuff. But the colors are generally like kind of plain. I like the silhouette makes her look taller than she actually is. As from the back, this is the wrong color for this design. That bow there, that kind of bothers me. But otherwise is serving Shrine Maiden. And the pearl things glow, you know. I want to give extra points to that for okay. Oh. Oh my god, Toma's design. I think Toma stands out for some reason. But he does leave wanting more. I'm gonna... Let's just swap those. Actually, you know what? Oh, no, I can't defend it. It's just there's something just really pretty about it. Ito, hear me out. Goro, also hear me out. Um, we're talking about original skin, so she's gonna go there. Um, okay. To these characters. Okay. This is simple, and there's a lot of stuff going on. I think there's a nice balance of detail in where it's placed. You're not distracted. You see what's going on. He has his coat. He's got the orange hair. He's noticeable. I think it makes sense for his job and his occupation. Over here, I love the details on this. The reference to Japanese horseback archery is very strong in this design. Why they gave it to a dog, I don't know, but here we are. We have the dog theme with the little collar. But the ninja shoes. But this is actually a based off actual historical clothing. And except they would have been wearing a shirt underneath, obviously. And all the colors is just so pleasing, and the use of contrast is so good. Like it and where the colors are placed is just so even that it just looks fancy without being too much. And the way the colors are used, it's just really well done. I appreciate that one. I think they did the same with him. Now, I think his color scheme is gaudy as hell, but it's also charming, and it matches him. This broke dude cannot afford a shirt. He's not wearing a shirt. This is the horns, the long hair, and the knot at the back are references to actual Oni. Same with the purple. A lot of them are associated with purple and red in a lot of the lore. And, of course, the cow spikes. And the Oni pose and the Oni on the back. They committed. It is as camp as him. I think it's great. It didn't age the best, I don't think, and some people probably find this design absolutely terrible, but you just don't forget this. Yunjin. Yunjin, I think, is really cute. Her design is very simple. She is culturally representing their opera. Look into Chinese opera. It's actually got a really long and fascinating cultural history, and I'm glad they made her for Lantern Right. Yeah, she's got the bonnet. If I had to say anything about this, is that I love the colors and I love the execution of the idea, but I guess she does look recognizable enough. It is a case of making me want a little bit more, but she's absolutely adorable, but that would be my bias. So it is leaving me wanting a little bit more. This is a sign of having too much and too little. I don't like the design, and it's the use of contrast here. This being white and the cut of it isn't matching the cut and the soft swirls of the rest of the design. These look like they belong to different outfits. I'm gonna be honest. Trying to like look here. Their paint is like takes up a lot. It is color consistent, I have to admit, but a lot of the shapes in the silhouette is just, I'm getting lost. It's making me want more, but it is a good character design because it is unique. It does say something about her with the red and the red straps and whatnot. It is cryo, like, and in the world, it makes sense, right? But there's just something about this that just makes me want more. Like, I'm simultaneously inspired and bored at the same time, and I don't know what it is. And then we're moving on to the other characters. Okay. Oh, no, I had it open again. I thought I clicked it. Oh, and there's Yunjin. We didn't place. This is tricky. I'm looking at this. I'm like, where is it? You know what? Yeah, it just a little bit more. It's just kind of the mid for me. Okay. Yeah, I hate it so much. It's a good character design, but I hate it. I love this character, but we're gonna have to put that there. Yeah, unfortunately. We're gonna go into why that difference is there in a minute. I'm gonna have to. I think cookies is pretty good. Okay, that should give us some material to work with on here. So now we're gonna just describe what went on there. Okay, this is a good design because it is thematic. It is hitting the mark on every single thing. It makes sense for the game. It makes sense that it's Inazuma. She is a shrine maiden. She watches over the Sakura with the pink hair. It has a lot of detail and big plush things on it. The hairpiece is like really pretty, like, and the color design. I just don't like the silhouette of what they did on the front. That's my personal grievance. I don't like what they did with the front of it. She's also kitsune, which are associated with foxes. She got the fox ears. And they often do turn into maidens wearing red and white. So, like, by all accounts, it's perfect in terms of designing a character. Here's my boy. Okay, so God. There's just not a lot going on here. The details are nice. Like, he's got the little fans here. Got the Kamisato clan on the back. And the sleeves are fire. But, like, the contrast use is not very good. Like, all the white kind of disappears into the silhouette a little bit. God, I need to get him a sword so I don't have to see that stupid black sword anymore. There's just a lot of details you would have missed in here. It's just another one of those cases where there's a lot put into it. And it is super fancy. But I'm also left wanting more. But I like it a bit better than Ayaka because of the silhouette. So and she had a great color execution and terrible silhouette. He has poor color execution, but great silhouette. Oh my god, on the inside of the cape. Oh my god, that's so pretty. This is menwear 101. It's in the details. Yolan. Yolan has strong silhouette. Particularly when she animates very well. It's very good for a game. The monochromatic color, all the colors match. That got the white on the coat, so you can see it. Proper use of contrast. It fits. I literally have like no comments. It's not my favorite design, but it is very nice. She nowadays, because of more recent designs, she doesn't stand out as much because of her color palette. But I think you can still make an argument. Like, it just says so much about her that it's for sure a winner. Oh my god, we're almost done Inazuma. I hate Heizo's outfit. I hate it so much. I hate what they do with the colors. I hate looking at him. I think it's ugly, but I don't have any computer opinions to go with me. Oh, it's a little bit more than that. But it's like, it's not bad. It is pretty, it's pretty enough, right? Like, it's not a failure. It's just something. I apparently need to go look at Heizo for a minute. Where is he? Yeah, that's a silhouette thing. Let's look at Cookie here. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna put him. Actually, hear me out. I feel like, yeah, design creep is real in this game for sure. Okay, this isn't Cookie. We're gonna take another look at Cookie. I think it says a lot about her. I love the colors that are unique. I love the pink and the burgundy and the bow and the green hair makes her stand out. She's wearing little running shorts and a hoodie. This is very streetwear. And she's head of the Arataki gang, so it makes sense. She's rebellious, got the green hair. This says a lot about her, and I really like that. So the color scheme is very pretty. It's very unique, but it also like says a lot, and it makes her stand out. Like, you're not gonna forget who Cookie is, right? Heizo. There is like, I can't see anything wrong with this. I think it's, I don't like the way the fabric hangs here from a sewing perspective. I also think he's just easy to forget about. There's just a lot of characters with this color scheme that makes him kind of forgettable. aside from the fact they never run him. It's just okay. It's got a bit of detail clutter, but like no more or less than anything else. It also doesn't say anything. It's like it's like one of those pretty designs you draw offhand, but it doesn't actually tell you anything about the character, unless I'm missing something. And the color scheme like isn't my favorite. Like there's 50 shades of red going on here. Oh my god, he's a baton. I guess because he is the police. This gives me like you tried vibes. My mind has been changed a bit. I could be in favor. Give this a higher rating for sure. Holly's got a lot going on. Her most memorable part is her color scheme. She doesn't have a special silhouette or anything going on here that would mark her apart, which is why a lot of people kind of forget about her. Green hair, pink eyes, and the pashminas, and the matching vision with Amber is very cute from the comics. Those boots are so much fancier than I thought they were. Like this is when we started getting design creep for realsies, and little tassels on everything. But again, like a lot of the detail like gets lost because up here there's like up by her neck there's a little bit too much detail, and then everywhere else there's like not a lot, so you're not sure, your brain can't filter out what's going on here. But it is very earthy. I think this is very nice. It just doesn't stand out at all. Tanari stands out 150,000%. He's a ranger, so his calves being open bothers me. There's totally leeches in the Sumer jungle. But the boots for mucking around makes sense. He's wearing something very Persian inspired with the armor cross and the colors. The biggest complaint with his design is actually the use of colors, but I actually ink dropped this palette and it's due to the saturation that it doesn't look that offensive. Like everything is the right saturation and the dark and the white is the right saturation. So because there's so much colors going on, and they're all the right saturation, they go together. But one of my favorite things about this is honestly the looking glass that inspired him to become a biologist. I love that. The symbol of the flowers in his house that he's helping. He's got a little packet. He's got his vision. He's got the braids for style. He's referencing a certain culture. There's the lotuses near where he works. They really upped the fox and the little gloves. That makes sense for something he do with the fox handprints because he's really proud of his heritage. So I think this is just the most about him. And I think it's very interesting and very unique. So that's why that one. Dory is theme on point. The more you look at Dory, trust me, you will love her more and more. Like the big poofs with the flowers, little curved shoes. I don't think this is strictly Arabia themed. I think they took a lot of fantasy liberties. They put little bows, making her cute. Jinn are typically fire spirits. There's good ones, neutral ones, bad ones. So why electric characters a Jinn is beyond me. They have the big hat. I think they're mostly just trying to invoke the imagery, for sure. It would have made her pyro if she was actually... I'm joking. Dory wouldn't work otherwise if she was any other element. It's sloppily, haphazardly like that. She doesn't look like she's dressed too wealthy. But because of the details and the colors and where everything is, and that she's Electra and stuff, I think that one makes sense. And another one I rated high was Sino. This is totally a joke to Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the early 2000s, there's a really big kind of wave of people fascinated with Egyptian culture. There's a lot of TV show and kids media and that not coming out about Egypt. He's totally meant a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference and a reference to the desert. Getting so freaking tired, man. Bad sleep, bad panic attack, bad migraine. You can debate whether or not him wearing shoes all the time or not is a bad thing. But, Nubis hat. I think this is just excellent execution. They chose a theme. They went with it. This is referencing so many aesthetics. It is a pun. I also love Sino, and the details are like, there isn't that much detail, but it looks, the silhouette and the cut of everything makes it look a lot more than it is. And so you can rate them quickly. Nilu doesn't do it for me, but so the colors are so pretty. So this is a beautiful palette. The detail is evenly spread. And she's unique. She stands out. She's wearing a dancing costume as a good dancer, referencing everything. I don't really like Nikita's design. I think they're trying to make her look like a flower or something. I mean, the color is nice, but it's making me want, there's making me have want of more. Like, she is cute, but, and the light greens are very pretty, but, you know. Okay, let's find that list. See, I told you there would be no losses here. Yeah, it's just leaving me wanting more. Let's ready in advance. I think Candace's is pretty good, but it's not the... I'm trying to really think here. On Candace. I mean, they do commit quite well to her. Layla's bothers me, and we're gonna go into a minute what's weird, what's good and bad about that one. I'm gonna revisit her, but I'm gonna put her in B for now. Oops. Gotta go to the game. Okay, Kandaka. Oh yeah. Okay. This has got to be one of the prettiest designs in the game. This is definite aesthetic points. All of the color scheme is beautiful. It goes from like a light purple to a rich blueberry blue. She's got the heterochromia. The eye color also matches the color of it. She's got the crane of night, the moon for the night, which is nice. Very Aru village with the crosses as its guardian. She does look like she could move around in this and have a strat pack, so the haircut is stupid. We're ignoring that. But like, she's never gonna leave your head. You know her, right? Layla has one problem, and that is distribution of detail. What is going on here? This character is beautiful, but like, I don't understand. I don't understand the dress and the hat. I don't. Everything else is fine though. The silhouette is definite. Like, I'm not sure if she would or would not wear it. I'm not as well tuned into her lore. It doesn't lean into astrology enough for me. But she does look like she's wearing pajamas because she's about to fall asleep, which, you know, college going to pajamas. Checks out. Checks out. Fruzan, I'm not going to comment much on this, but she's referencing a lot of Roman thinkers and whatnot, and that type of stuff from that part of the world. There's a lot of geometric stuff. She's wearing like a Grecian gown with the... So the silhouette, a lot of characters have it, but I'd say because of the colors going on here. And just yeah, maybe a screen blur on. I don't know. It's very, yeah, there's just like, it's distributed in the most pleasant way. Like, there's a Fibonacci sequence going on here. There's a lot of math references. Someone did the most on this one. It's thematically on point, and I appreciate that. Like, you don't forget who she is. Wander has a syndrome where the detail is, there's like not enough detail. This is some Tartaglia level of the detail disappears. Like, his hat and his wrap is really pretty. And the costume conceptually is cool. I'd wear it. And the hat is of course cool. But like, it's not, it's aesthetically lacking. Look, it looks great from the back, but it's missing. It's missing something. Yeah, plays very high. She's very cute. It gets it across. Vegetable girl. Vegetable gathering basket. Woodland creature. Little leather thing. Very leeway. Little bells in her hair. Very cute. Color palette is awesome. She does share a lot in common with a lot of minor characters in her silhouette. They keep doing the same silhouette, but I think because of the use of the contrast and the color palette, she stands out a lot more, and I like that. I think it's really cute. With the bunny in the backpack. If you're wondering why did I like her better than Klee, it's mostly due to the color scheme, differentiating it. There's more detail for sure, and I think it's more interesting to look at. Oh, we did not rate Dea yet. I snuck her up there. Wow, I never thought I thought Wander was like so pretty. I didn't realize after actually looking at him that, you know, I don't know what's going on. There's like stuff that's missing. Anyway, I do think we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna have to explain all this. I feel like people are coming for me. So let's also do Mika and Baiju over here. Oh my god, I didn't switch the panels. Okay, let's go back here. So, where do we go? Oop. So I put, Fruzan went up here. Candace, I think Candace is pretty good, but on the theme part, I'm gonna put it there. I think Yayo doesn't have as recognizable of a silhouette. It does reference everything. The radish picking life. But it's not like the best of the best. Because like, even Klee and Diona have like... Actually, I'm going to move Diona down here because I think that these two are probably equivalent in terms of like design-wise. I don't see anything out here that would be blaringly moving things around. Chocobo Boy, everyone hates Mika. Mika's actually like pretty decently designed. I will actually die on that hill. He's one of my favorite Mondstadt characters. Dea is also very well designed. Alhaitham I do not like so much. But he's not lacking. Okay, where do we go? Here he is. Oh, that's a lot. I love the stained glass. It gives the most. It is so pretty to just look at each and every little part of it. And the curve of the boots. Like, this is fire. But it is recognizable enough. I mean, I do think of all the details. And he does go in with a vulture theme. There's nothing referencing his job or like he'd be a scribe or anything. But he does look like a bird. With the pearls and the stuff. You know, he's gonna get a promotion. You know, I'm gonna rate this up. I think that might just be, but like, the color and just the detail placement. If you haven't noticed, a lot of asymmetry is in the designs in Genshin characters to keep things visually interesting as a signature. I think it's because this shirt bothers me. Wait, there's the cord to his headphones. Yeah, but where are they going? Where do they go? Well, he just got... Apparently his CD-ROM is hidden somewhere in there. No, I want to see. What color is your Discman? Bro. Dea is... This is an Ermite outfit. She's an Ermite. It is Manticore themed. If you look at it, she has it there. The hair is done. Like, she does look like a lion. We're gonna go with it, right? She takes a lot of themes and inspirations from the desert, which is very important. And the pyro references, I think just... And the silhouette is interesting. Like, there's not... At the time, at least, there wasn't a lot of female characters that had this type of silhouette that are heavy. This also has enough detail where it's evenly spread, but it's like... You'd have to look for it because of the color blocking. Which is very interesting. I can understand if someone might think that this is a little too cluttered. But it's only cluttered once you look at it at first, right? Here's the Choco Boy. The Choco Boy got a good review. This is a character design that gives more. Just give him a chance. I know no one takes him seriously. But maybe you should, you know? He's cute. His voice acting is stupid. He's got his cartographer backpack. He's ready to hike. He's got little stirrups. Look how fancy those little boots are. And then it's socks. He probably had his parents make those for him. And it's Knights of Favonius. There's nothing here that isn't referencing who he is, what he does. It does look unique. And let's be honest, if he didn't look like a chocobo, you wouldn't think. Or those little birds. You wouldn't remember him. Like, it's that pop of yellow. It brings him out. It does the most. And there's Kaveh, and everyone agrees Kaveh is pretty, and Kaveh is pretty because of the colors. We should deconstruct why is Kaveh pretty. It's the lines flow nicely, so it's very nice to look at it. For reference, he does look like a bird. You can see the tail, the way it goes down the back, and the wings. He's a bird of paradise, if anyone cared to know. With the hair back, with the feather. So honestly, it's the pleasant lines, it's the pretty colors, and all the jingling stuff that mostly attracts people to design. In reality, it's very cluttered. It's very hard to look at, but like, it's a design you hate. You love hating to look at it. It's so pretty. And when he moves in it, like, it's honestly, it's the color and the cut of this outfit that make it serve. Mr. Baiju, I don't like Baiju, and I'm going to tell you why. It's the colors. And nothing says... The best part is honestly the lab coat and the hairpins. Like, it's another thing of nothing's objectively going on, but there's a lot of clutter on this, and I can't live that life. Lynette looks better in movement, I think. I think it's lacking... God, I don't like her moving like that. Stay still. I'm trying to look at you. It's lacking detail. It is on theme, but it's not to my taste, unfortunately. She didn't magician hard enough, if anyone asks. Diagnosis could have magicianed harder. This is the snake eyes, and I know there's lore in his outfit, but it's just not nice to look at. Lynette, I'm going to give... But she doesn't feel like she's lacking. But I do feel like she goes in with this group of people. For sure. I think Liney gives a bit more in terms of his color scheme and the fact that he is actually committed more to magicianry than they did with Lynette. I feel like he was the main focus, and then they kind of built her around him. Fremine has a scooping thing and a definite costume. Unfortunately, because of his color palette, you are going to forget about him. So he's only going to go into B because, yeah, he's just not very memorable given the way everything is designed. So we're just going to look at that for a second. So if you look at this, we have a lot of boys with this common silhouette with the blonde hair and the blue eyes. However, they did put a lot of detail into just the boots and everything, and the little oxygen pack and everything. This is a very loved design. I know it went through several iterations, for sure. But because of the color and the cut, like, he looks similar to like Mika and Albedo and those other characters, right? So, yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't get very much. There's just nothing really pulling me in aside. It uses good like use of contrast. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just one of those. It's like there's nothing wrong with this design, but it's not like an amazing design. This is something he would wear. This is fabulous. All the details, all the press in the leather, and the way it's placed. They kept the boots and everything simple, so that all the way there is leather details really shines. You need to be very subtle to wear a top hat and a shirt like that. I'm just telling you right now. I like that they choose wine red as a color scheme. All the colors pop out nicely. It is kind of a shame that he looks a little bit better than his sister in those regards. I don't know what it is. Do you guys think maybe I should mark them the same? For that type of sense? Because they're also like better in action too. I'm gonna stand that. Okay. My cat is messing with me again. Nouvelette, oh my god. We're gonna move these three up here. Uh, hers is problematic, and we're gonna get there too in a minute. And Navia has an interesting take on. I wouldn't say it's bad though. Okay, so let's go back into the trenches. So I have to defend myself in the eyes of the people. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay. There's just too much. The colors are on point. Everything is fine. With lots of stripes and lines. It's not very memorable. Got a lot of pink hair girls with red things, and you're gonna remember the older ones more than the newer ones. It has almost too much contrast, and there's a lot of lines. A lot of things just disappear. She also doesn't really look like a journalist or photographer to me. I guess that is the uniform that they wear there. I don't know. Nouvelette. Nouvelette works is because A, dragon, B, judge, and C, hydro, and everything here serves that. The long coats make him look like both the judge. It references a wig. All judges are dragons. It's now canonical. Fancy shoes. It's got the spats that go all the way up. Oh wait, I think the banner turned over, guys. 1 second. Look, and they have the little the weights on there and the blue colors and just the layering. Like none of these pieces is too complicated. It's just the way the color and the contrast and the gradients are put on here. Little bow, yeah. There's just too well executed, in my opinion. Same with Farina. There's a lot of little details, but they're evenly spread out in a way that doesn't make you, like overwhelm you, right? And it flows nicely, like all the details flow into each other nicely, right? Little boots, and everything here is cute. Everything says leader, everything says French. I'm gonna go with it. That's pretty good. Raya references a lot of British fashion, historical fashion in particular, with the cut of the vest. No particular decade, because most people wouldn't care to know about that kind of stuff. So when you're doing fantasy, it gets mixed up all the time. It also references the modern punk movement, which was very common in Britain in the 80s and the 90s, where we get piercings, a lot of gender tomfoolery, a lot of black, a lot of leather, fur on the coat, the jail warden, so he's got the handcuffs, and the chains in the back. He boxes, so he's like the tape, ready to go. And the punk boots. I think they took a theme and they executed it well with him, and that's why I love it. Also the color theme, the silhouette, and he looks very different from a lot of other characters, like when you play them all. So he's gonna get a pretty good score as well. All right. Oh wait, we put these here, but I think it just turned over. So we're gonna join my friends and check if everything is at the pool party, right? Oh my god, sorry about that. Okay. Did it turn over? No, it didn't. Why am I getting pinged? 1 minute. It's gonna turn over in 1 minute. Precisely 1 minute. Okay, if that is the case... Sorry, my cat's still messing with me. Oh god, that itches so much. I hate it. I'm gonna go with a few more of these. Jeez. Woo woo woo. Yeah, they're going Nutcracker, but I didn't... Well, the execution's a little bit boring with the theme. It's just beautiful colors. There's like nothing that I don't love. The crane, the reference to her is an Adeptus. Him as a line dancer, I think is like really good, but I think it's one of those ones where the more you look at it, it's a little bit much, but it does dive all the way in. Oh, I didn't put Kaveh. Kaveh, I actually think he's gonna lose points for being busy. Chiori. I think Chiori is actually pretty well. That's pretty good character design as well. Boop. And Chlorine is actually a bad character design. We're gonna get into that later. Sijuan, I think, is actually a pretty good is pretty good character design. We're gonna go on Sethos, and we're gonna have a discussion about Amelia, but I'm putting her here for now. As for Milani, we'll go into Natlan last. Oh my god, stop chewing my stuff. It's almost time to roll. Okay. Come on. Just a refresh. 1 second. I'm gonna join my friends. Where are they? Hi, guys. Yes. I have her. I should choose that one. Banners up. At last. Can people even hear me in here? Am I popping off? I can't hear anyone. That's not good. Huh. I heard people for a second. Well, I can't hear you, but I'm here in spirit. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Yes! Coming! Let's go! Heck yeah! Okay, we're gonna start individual pools. I am unlucky. Maybe I should go to a 10. I'm not getting nothing out of it. Shoot. Come on, I saved. Oh. Well... I, am being punished for my hubris. I'm so upset I can't hear my friends. Yeah. Probably because I'm on a special mode. I'll just watch them then. Hmm. Okay. They probably don't want to hear me anyway in there. It's fine. As my friends, they're trying to get child. They wanted them for like years and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I got Xiao, so I like Xiao. I don't have any other ways to play Xiao. He's really high investment, but I am happy. I'm just annoyed because, well, I'd rather lose to him than a standard character, I guess. I do like Xiao, just I wouldn't play him. And that is a lot better than getting a standard. And I don't have him, so. And I'm guaranteed, so. Let's go. Another Ning. You can give me more Gommings. I need Gomming C1. I'm joking. Give me Yao Yao. I already have C6 of her. No. I Chongyu's already C6. Oh, look at all this weapon fodder. I'm mad now. I don't think I have enough for her. I didn't have 180, so if I spent all my wishes, that means that I went to hard pity on both of them. Wow, this is like the unluckiest you can get. People are like, oh, get at least 150 wishes to guarantee. No, my butt. Oh, finally, there we go. There, she's finally... Oh. Can I take a screenshot? There we go. Oh, and I did get a Yao Yao. Awesome. And I have 17 wishes left over and I'm angry because it was years of saving. So we're gonna go into my characters now. You finally have a constellation. Cool. Activate. No, don't come near me, Senna. Can't believe my friends muted me. Kind of annoying. Like, it's really upsetting. It was an opportunity to spend time with them. And I was busy doing something else. I feel kind of like a terrible friend. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's check how they're doing. Did they get him? They did! Yay! Characters. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. Wow, I got that many Ningguangs. Nice. Anyone else have any red bangs? Hi. Yeah! You got a constellation, but I don't play you, so it's kind of annoying. Characters. Alright. Well, time for the real treat. Gotta give her her signature outfit that I got a long time ago. So annoyed. Do you want the dragon spine wings in there? Maybe? I think I'm gonna be stuck doing the dragon spine ones. Switch! God, she's so pretty. Okay, let's level you up. I have all the stuff for her, so this shouldn't... And we're near a crafting bench and whatnot, too. We're taking her to 80, by the way. I ran out of... Oh, I need to make crystals. It's okay, I can make crystals. I'm right here. I'm not used to keyboard. Okay, let's go with, like... I don't know how many. Maybe I don't want to be in there if my ex is in there. Where's my game? Lost my game. Where is she? $70, okay. Confirm. I need one more for her final one. Oh, I got blue wishes. Heck yeah. Come on, F. Okay. Gonna go back. Where did she have lost it? Alright, that should be it for now. I know she gets a lot from base attack, but that's not what I'm caring for much here. Okay. Let's give you your weapon. Believe it or not, Mika is holding your stuff. Oh my god, I have so much trash in here. Switch. Confirm. Artifacts. He's also holding your artifacts. Equip. 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 Wait a minute. I think I took Rosaria's pieces. No, there's... Okay, no, Rosaria's still on her set. Wait, why is she on a 5-piece noblesse? Wait, what? Oh. Is this the wrong one? Is this supposed to be this one? No, the one she's on now is better. It just can't be leveled. Okay. Details. That's enough to proc Fav. That's way more than enough ER. And she does have a lot of attack. That's what we like. Okay, I should have gone trip. Didn't I go? It should be triple attack I went on, right? Attack. Attack. Okay. What is her burst cost? I totally forgot. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, my dad is home, so I'm gonna have to cut stream. For now. Okay. So, subscribe, see you later. I'll probably pick this up